Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Ooh, it's dark and rich looking. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I'm being joined by the richest... Nope. Buffest guy in the Midwest, and that's Flex. What's up, big fella?
A lot more accurate.
Well, we'll take what we can get. That's what I was trying to say there.
Beggars can't be choosers. That's
right.
One of my favorite lines.
Yes, so accurate. So, welcome in, everybody. I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something funny, and it completely escaped me. It's been a fucking day. It's been a long day, and I'm really glad to be drinking with you. It's a good way to start off the weekend. Doing some early show recording because I got
been looking
trips.
forward to it all day long.
Me too, man. Me fucking too. I gotta admit something. Oh, real quick. Follow us, Craft Beer Republic, Flex Me Beer _ in between. We got a voicemail to get to. We got some news, some breaking news. But let's get to the important shit. Me and Flex just shooting the shit when we should have done this before we hit record. I haven't had a beer in like over a week. Don't tell anybody.
Like a real beer?
Like a real beer. I've had some wines because I'm classy, and I'm trying to think. I think that might be it, but I don't think I've had a real actual beer in over a week. And I was thinking about it as the work day was ending. I was like, oh fuck, it was like 3:00 here. I'm like, cannot wait to crack a beer open with Flex. Like,
so it was 4 days for me. Like,
yeah.
I've been drinking some Celsius all week. I'm getting addicted to the Celsius train.
I'm doing the math in my head. I think it's been 8 days.
Well, yours is double mine, so congratulations.
Yeah. But I've had wine. I've had wine. I haven't been sober for 8 days. God, I'm not insane.
Still proud of you, I guess.
All right, thanks. Just drinking wines. The wife and I got fucking shittered on some champagnes last weekend.
Again?
Yeah, not like a Deb's party shittered where we don't remember what happened, but
all right.
We had a couple bottles in the fridge. In fact, left over from Deb's party that we were supposed to wait to share with Deb and Brian. Don't worry, they've been replaced already. If you're listening,
that's a classy move, by the way.
Yeah, because one of them was one of them was a shitty bottle. It was like $6, but one of them was actually a pretty nice bottle. It was like $20. So I was like, oh, we can't not replace this one. So we started cracking open some champs on Sunday. Had a little homemade brunch and champagne, and then we got 2 bottles deep. Like, I'm not done drinking champs, so I DoorDashed for the first time. DoorDashed alcohol to the house and got some more champs, and it was great.
How much more did that cost DoorDashing than it would if you just went to the store?
So the bottles,
because I've never done this, and I don't think I ever will. So I'm actually curious.
This is my first time. So and I did it from Total Wine, I guess. And so the bottles were the actual price that they are in store. And then on top of that, there was like a $3 service charge plus like I don't remember exactly, like a $6 delivery fee.
Okay.
And then I think I tipped them, like $5 or something like that, we'll say.
Okay.
So what did I say? 7, 3,
so that's
and
$17 extra.
Yeah, and 16, 17 extra bucks.
$3.95, right?
Yeah, so we ended up spending, I don't know, like $60 on 4 bottles, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay,
not the worst.
Yeah, no, I definitely that's all right.
Way cheaper than a DUI,
for sure. Amen, brother.
Amen. So, and, the wife enjoyed it, and happy wife, happy life. So, I'll spend the extra $17 if I'm not in trouble that day.
Yeah, right on, man.
Yeah, so good time.
Especially if she's into it.
Yeah, she was
yeah, that makes it even better.
Yeah, she loves a good champagne buzz. I tell you what.
Ever tell you you're a lucky guy?
Every now and then. Champagne's one of those buzzes, like, as she gets buzzy on something else like beer, she starts getting full and doesn't want, like, oh, I'm going to stop now. I'm getting full or I'm getting buzzy or whatever. When the champagne buzz hits, it's like she hits the nos and is like, let's keep going. So I love when she gets champagne drunk.
Isn't that so weird how drunks are different, between wine and champs and beer?
It's such a different drunk. Like when I drink champagne, I forget the day. The whole day goes bye-bye. But I kept it.
I haven't been drunk off wine in a really long time. Like,
yeah, me
really
neither.
Long. We did when I was 20, maybe 21. Can't remember. Nope, definitely 20. We did a boxed wine beer pong night at my place.
Sounds awful.
We knew
chugging wine.
We knew it was going to be a bad idea. Like everybody was like already prepped for like the shit bag hangover day the next day. But you know, I feel like you have to do it at least once.
Sure, everyone's done it once or 10 times.
But that means it's been like 16 years since I've actually been wine drunk.
And now, for me at least, it's way more expensive because wine drunk then was $2 Chuck, and now it's a little nicer.
Now you're classy, Greg.
Now I'm classy. I don't know if you guys know this. I am classy.
Yeah, that hurts the pocketbook a little, but
right.
Your social reputation through the roof.
Right. Never been higher.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that.
No, not even the $1 Million Man could.
Well, he might be able to pay you off, but
that's true. I mean, everybody does have a price. So, but yeah, good time getting champagne hammered.
Good for you. I went to Brewers home opener.
Oh, nice.
Which wasn't anything fun result wise.
Sure.
They lost something like 11-3 or 12-3 or.
So they spent so much money this offseason.
Well, you know, when you're the 28th highest payroll, you know, in the league, it'll happen to you. But
I'm just surprised MLB hasn't kicked them out of their stadium yet.
They're gonna fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it. All right. We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
But no, it was fun. My best friend came down from Appleton, which is like the Green Bay area in Wisconsin. It's about 2-ish hours away.
Okay.
And it used to be every year tradition. And I'd say within the last 5 years, we've missed 2 days, just like 2 games for opening day. But it was really cool. Did a little bit of what I call simple man tailgating.
Okay.
Yeah. Went to Jimmy John's, picked up a couple Jimmy John subs, ziplocked some chips from home, and packed up like 8-10 seltzers, and he brought some of his own stuff, which tasted horrible, if I'm being honest.
Like homebrewed seltzer or something?
It was ranch water.
Oh, I've heard of, but never had.
And they were the spicy ones.
Oh, I'm out.
So he let me take a sip of one because he was just talking so highly of it. And it tasted like jalapeno flavored chapstick. Like you were drinking like the flavor chapstick, like it. And then it like wouldn't get off your tongue like eating chapstick.
Right.
Yeah, it was fucking awful. So
like, why is it so waxy?
Yeah. So he was saying that the story behind it was he went out to some get together with his sister, and his sister's husband bought this variety pack, and the only one they didn't like was the spicy one. So he started drinking them. Turned out he really liked them. And now they make all spicy packs. But his wife got them for him for Christmas, but she had to like travel a ways away to get them. Which is astounding because when I had the sip of it, I'm like, who would drive out of their way for this?
So you travel for this, huh?
Absolute insanity. But yeah, the weather held up for us. It was like a balmy 48 degrees, and the sun peeked out a few times, which here in Wisconsin, that's a super solid opening day weather forecast. Well, like I said, the result wasn't great, but had a couple of beers in the stadium. Summer shandies running $13 for a 16 ouncer.
Oh, that seems high for Milwaukee.
I think the prices went up.
Sounds like it.
I think they used to be like $11 last year. So, but hey, they got to fix the stadium somehow. And then
they're going to do one shandy at a time.
Right. And then Line and Kugels also did one of the mascots for the Brewers is the Barrel Man.
Okay.
And if you've never seen the Barrel Man, I say the Brewers have the best team name in all of sports because they are the Brewers. So Barrel Man is like a walking keg. Oh. And he's got a baseball hat on, and he carries a bat around, and he's fucking awesome. My kids love him. But Line and Kugels made a Barrel Man Lager or Barrel Man Ale. I can't remember which, either or. But it was all right. It came in like a 19.2 ounce can. Okay. And it was like $13 again. So super solid for in-game beer. And just had a really good time catching up with my best friend.
Nice. That's the way to do it. I still haven't been to a Dodger game since COVID. I just haven't.
That's wild.
I know. We used to go multiple times a season, and there's a couple of reasons. One, we just haven't, but my parents retired a couple years ago, and we always got hooked up from their boss. He had great season tickets, very near home plate. Very fantastic. Oh, yes. Like, I would say between home plate and first base, I would say it's a quarter of the way to home or to first base. So closer to home than
that's really nice.
Great seats. That front section down there on the field.
That's really nice. I can only imagine what those tickets go for.
They're crazy expensive, and I would never sit there if they weren't free.
Right.
But yeah, they retired, so we don't get the hookup anymore. So now we got to pay like peasants. Ugh. We just haven't been.
Oh,
but we need
boy.
to. It's been a minute. We need to go. All right. Before we get to any further, let me say shout out to LA for being our top listening city.
Yeah, what's up, LA?
Speaking of the Dodgers, the undefeated as we record this Dodgers.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. Give it a few games. They'll fall apart to someone real shitty. We'll lose to the A's or something embarrassing like that.
I just say, hey, because that's what happens when you spend $1 billion on your payroll.
Except we don't owe Shohei any money for the next 15 years or something. I still say that deal should have been illegal.
Should have. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know how they did.
Not a baseball show.
Not a baseball show.
It's not.
But it is a beer show. Oh, yeah. I am drinking the freshly dropped and freshly picked up from my favorite bottle shop,
Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Made West Brewing Company collab with Shred Brewing, and it's their short-lived series. When I saw they collabed with Shred, I got real excited. As we remember, Shred's up in the Sacramento area near
the old Salty Sailor area.
Yeah, exactly. Where everything is 40 minutes away from each other, no matter where the fuck you're going.
That's crazy.
Anyway, 7% West Coast IBA. Has a 396 and Untapped, only 187 ratings. They say short-lived with our friends at Shred Beer. This West Coast IPA has a vibrant hop character loaded with berries, stone fruit, and a rich resinous finish. Hops they use are Simcoe, Cryo, Strata, Hyper Boost, Mosaic, Cryo, Crush Cryo.
Wow, that's a smorgasbord.
Yeah, it's a lot of words.
I tell you what,
sound like hops.
I love when they throw the berry note on West Coasts, and I love it even more when it actually comes through. So I'm very, very intrigued to see what happens here.
Here's to hoping it doesn't taste like cough medicine like last week.
My fingers are crossed for you, buddy.
Yeah. On the schnoz, I do get a little berry, just a hint. It's mostly pine and dank, but I do get a little berry-ness on the nose.
Okay.
Let me dig on in. You know what? I actually get a hint of berry. I don't know if I've ever picked out just berry before.
Oh, I love it.
Doesn't taste cough medicine-y. And maybe it's like a placebo thing that now that I've read berry, I'm going to taste berry. Who knows? But not cough medicine-y. Very West Coast IPA, very dank as it should be. As you can see, this baby is light and clear.
See-through.
This is how I like my West Coast. I don't like those malt bombs. I like them with a light body and lots of hoppy dankness. And this is achieving that for me.
Big fat cosign over here, man.
Yeah. Check or whatever. So very nice. I think 396 is honestly a little low for this. It's getting I'm not
That's
hazy.
That's pretty high for a West Coast.
I know.
Let's be real.
You're right. People don't rate on the merits of the style. They rate on what they like, and because it's not a haze boy, they're not excited. So anyways, I'd give this a solid 4. It's exactly what it should be. It's a light, crushable, dank, hoppy, does not drink like a 7% West Coast IPA. I'd have a few of these.
In untapped West Coast terms, that's a 5.
That's true. This just got a 6 out of 5 from Untapped.
It really is.
Yeah. So very nice. I like it. What else is going on? Oh, remember our friend Brian, formerly of Titletown Brewing?
Oh yeah, I do. Really nice guy.
Really nice guy. He sent me some beer back in the Titletown days and had moved on from that, was working some distributors or something, then moved on from that. Anyways, Brian hit us up, left us a voicemail. So let's check in what he's up to.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Greg and Flex, this is Brian, formerly of Titletown. Now I'm with a distributor out in Madison, so back in the beer game after leaving the craft side of things to focus on packaging, and then you get laid off, and then you don't know what the hell's going on. So after about 4 months of looking for a job, I hooked up with a distributor out here in Madison. So I've been loving it. Been selling all kinds of things, domestics and craft, imports, all that stuff. But I did want to call to remind Flex that he needs to come to Great Taste of the Midwest this year. This will be my 10th time going. I won't be at a booth, but I know I'll get tickets, so I'll be able to hang out and not have any real responsibility. So, Flex, you need to come. It is in your backyard. Not your literal backyard, but you know what I'm talking about.
I was going to bring this up.
Tickets go on sale in May. If you need help getting tickets, let me know. I will help you figure out where to go.
I will need help because I don't do digging on anything.
Hopefully a little bit more now that I have some drive time. It's a lot easier to catch up with you guys. So take care, and I hope everyone's doing well. Cheers.
Wait, you don't do what anymore?
Like, I don't like do digging on stuff. Like, if I find something out or like I'm curious about something, it's like, well, yeah, like just to the wayside. Like,
is it hard to get tickets for this? Like, do they sell out quickly?
Yeah, it's like one of the most popular beer festivals in the entire country.
Oh, okay.
They do video, like you know, Instagram reels and videos and advertisements for this. And there is a legitimate like ribbon cutting to the start of this, and there is a flood rush of people.
It's like the Disneyland rope drop.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like, and I'm not kidding. And tickets sell out within like an hour of them being live. It's supposed to be like one of the largest festivals around, and everybody talks about it.
I just went on their website, and they even have a lottery, so you can enter the lottery to get tickets. So I guess it is pretty fucking popular.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
That's nuts. I would love to go. He's told us both, but he's told me, because I'm nowhere near there, about it before. I would love to go. I can't, it was August 9th, it looks like.
Yeah, it's always the first, I thought it was like the first weekend in August. Maybe it's the second. I guess
technically it's the second. Brian, I can't commit this early, but hit me back in a couple months. We'll see if I can convince the wife to take a trip to the Midwest for something.
Yeah, Madison's a cool area too.
Yeah. And I'll definitely show up if Flex is going to show up.
I have vacation time I could use. I could.
All right. I can do some vacation time.
If you're willing to fly out to Wisconsin, how do I not?
Only if I can squeeze your guns.
It's like a side mirror of a car. It's like objects appear bigger.
Objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
something like I was like, I know that's not quite right, but I can't remember the actual.
It's better than mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks to Brian for calling.
It's been a minute, man. Glad to hear you're doing good. Glad you're back in the beer game. 805-538-BEER 2337. Anybody else wants to call? It's good to hear from Brian. Yeah. Let us know what beer you're working with.
I'm glad he's got a drive time again.
Yeah. Now you can listen to my sweet voice.
You do have a nice voice.
Oh, stop it.
It ousts mine like tenfold.
Hello, everybody.
Well, I can do that too.
Welcome to the Craft Beer Republic.
Welcome to the Hillbilly Craft Beer Republic of West Virginia.
Where it's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
We eat squirrels and I think we have beer.
Bathtub gin.
Yeah, gross. Stupid West Virginia.
I forget what it was.
Segue from that.
I forget what it was. Something on the news said something about West Virginia the other day, and without even knowing what the story was, I was just like, stupid West Virginia. It's your fault.
Could have been something great. I'm just like,
could have been,
stupid ass.
West Virginia discovered the cure to cancer. Stupid West Virginia.
Stupid.
So dumb.
Bet they were hiding it for years.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Fucking West Virginia. Speaking of fucking horrible segue, I have to go to Vegas this weekend.
That's exciting.
I guess it's for work. I've talked about this before. I'm not a huge Vegas. I'm just old, I think. My favorite part about Vegas, like the Vegas-y part of Vegas, is hitting the strip with some tall boys in my cargos.
Right on.
And just people watching.
I do enjoy the people watching.
Good people watching. There's a lot of
I've only been to
weirdos.
Vegas once, but the people watching was amazing.
Yeah.
We just sat at Margaritaville.
I know right where that is.
Ate chips, salsa, drank margs, and just watched all of the street performers.
Were you on the balcony? Like
that's exactly where we were.
Great people watching spot.
Yeah. We got to see the lovely cowgirls, I guess you would call them.
Go on.
Except they didn't have shirts on. They just had painted stuff on their bosoms.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. And so we were just more so ogling
Either.
the people that were actually paying them to take pictures.
Oh,
them,
that's always a crack up. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, hey, like, it's the boobs.
you know, there's the internet, right?
Right. You know, and it's like, hey, cool. You got a picture next to chicks with painted boobs, but, you know, that's all you're paying for.
Right. You're not getting more than just the picture.
Definitely not getting more than the picture.
Yeah. Were you with your wife when this was going on?
Yeah.
Does she get mad at you for watching the chicks with the painted boobs?
No. In a situation like that, where it's like just out there.
Right.
No.
It's not
like I mean, she's people watching right with it, you know.
Do you have to do the whole like, oh yeah, how gross. Who would do that?
Maybe I would say at about like a 3 out of 10 level.
just like slip it in real quick. Like, I can't believe they do that. So, hey, boobs, huh? Nice paint.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I just reminded, I need to buy paint.
Right. Is there Michael's around here? Is there a craft store? That'd be great.
Hate being out of paint.
Yeah. I don't want to run out of paint. Have another drink, sweetie. Well, hopefully I run into some painted boobs while I'm there. I'm going for work. I'm going for a conference, NAB conference. And so I probably won't do a lot of fun things.
Well,
like it's a work thing, but
I feel like your stuff is only what, like 8 to 4?
I think it's like 9 to 6, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, plenty of time for fun Vegas things.
Yeah. I mean, you know, my best friend lives out there. We'll see if I've talked to her a little bit. I don't know if she'll be available. If she is, I'm sure we'll get some drinks. But I'm going for work, but none of my coworkers are going. So, you know, no fun to be had there. I'm sure I'll run into at least a couple people I know. I always do when I'm at this convention. So we'll see. Sometimes if you schmooze the right vendors, you get invited to their sweet ass parties. So I guess I should bring something nice to wear, like just in case.
Maybe.
Yeah. Way back in the day, I was dating someone whose dad was in the industry and he knew everybody. And like we got to go to a private concert. We got to go to this party in the Kingpin Suite.
Was it like a real band private concert?
Oh, yeah. It was Lyle Lovett.
Oh, I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, it's not my kind of music. You know, it's country, but it was like a private concert with, you know, 300, not even 300 people. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. Free drinks, free food. The Kingpin Suite was cool. It's top of the Palms, and it was a bowling alley inside of a giant room.
Damn, and that's cool.
Yeah, and they had hired, back to your painted boob, they had hired chicks with painted on tops to pass out appetizers.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
That's genius. I always had a genius business idea of like a topless pedicure, like a nail salon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just think that would be, you know, I would go.
Yeah. You know, my buddy used to live in Utah, near-ish Salt Lake, you know, like half hour to Salt Lake. And they had this place, it was bikini haircuts. I was like, in Salt Lake, huh? It was exactly what it sounds like. Chicks in bikinis giving haircuts. Obviously, my hair is not hard to cut, so I don't care if people mess it up. Just give it the old buzzarooski. So I went in there, and sure enough, there was some pretty good-looking chicks wearing bikinis, cutting hair. Got myself a little haircut. And, you know, when you're in places like Utah, it does not hurt to be from L.A. It holds a little weight, or at least it used to.
Okay. I could like understand that.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a big deal. They're like, oh my God, you're from LA? Like, yeah, you get drinks later and talk about it.
It's like going to Japan. Like I'm a legend in Japan. You know?
Right.
Like,
well, I'm huge in Japan. So
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, good times.
So don't quote me on this.
Okay.
Because I can't remember where I saw it or where it is. But there's this little coffee shop. And it's run by like 3 chicks, and it is just a drive-through.
I've seen these before.
And they just have like, tassels
pasties?
or pasties? Yes, and they just have pasties on their bosoms.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, unfortunately. There used to be one in Colorado Springs. And every time I go visit my family, I'd go through, get a couple cups of coffee, if you know what I mean.
Just wild.
Yeah. There was one, I think it was Seattle that I was, and there was like a bikini coffee or topless coffee, whatever it was. And hit that up while I was there. It's been years and years and years. But yeah, I've seen a couple of those here and there.
Yeah, I've only seen them on shows or something like that. But yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah. Coffee's
Imagine doing like a drive-through coffee and just having like a sock on your dong. You know?
Sir, do you always drive with this pillow on your lap?
Yeah. I don't think that's as appeasing as chicks with pasties or tassels or bikinis, but yeah, it could be called like sock dong coffee or something. Like something like, just put it out there. Like, don't sugarcoat it. Just be blunt.
Yeah. What do they call? I forget what they call it in the movies when guys have to wear a little covering on their junk for like a sex scene. There's a name for it. I'm going to remember it like as soon as we stop recording the show. Fuck.
Wow.
I'll come back to it.
Oh, no. I think I'm going to buy the trademark for sockdongcoffee.com after this.
I think you should.
And, yeah, I think I'm going to take a loan out soon.
Start your own coffee shop.
Sock Dong Coffee.
Would you like a stirred?
No shoes, no shirt, no problem. What a great tagline.
That is great.
Although I don't know if you could be barefoot while serving coffee. I don't know what the regulations are.
You know what? No one's looking at your feet. And if they are, they're fucking creepy. I said it.
All right. Maybe sock feet and sock dongs, but
socks coffee. All we wear is socks.
The feet cost extra. How about that?
Oh, yeah. I'm out. I'm out with feet. Not for me. I'm a disgusting human being, but feet are not for me.
It doesn't bother me at all. I don't have like a kink, but I just like everybody has feet. So
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like, whatever.
Oh yeah. I don't want my partners to be wearing socks in bed or something like that. But like,
yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. There is absolutely zero turn on around feet for me, no matter what those feet are doing. Not at all in the slightest turned on by that.
Yeah. And if you are, cool.
As Deb says, no kink shaming in this house. Except poop stuff.
Poop stuff.
My favorite.
Yeah.
It's
Deb's
great.
a legend. She really is.
Great line to live by. All right. Before we get on to some news, let's get on to what Flex is drinking over there.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
All right. So I talked a couple of weeks ago about having a buddy over for some of the March Madness games.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought him a stout because I knew he liked stouts. And I had one lying around in my fridge because we're recording a couple days early.
Mm-hmm.
Work schedule kind of got in the way and I got lazy. So I didn't go out and buy any beer. So I'm drinking Energy City Brewing. I don't know how to pronounce this French word, patisserie? Sure. It is their peanut butter marshmallow imperial stout. This thing weighs in at 10% ABV, and I believe it has peanut butter and marshmallow in it. Untappd has it at a 415 with only 260 ratings, and they read imperial pastry stout brewed with peanut butter and marshmallows. So I was correct. It does have peanut butter and marshmallows in it.
There you go.
On the old schnozzer, it is smells like fresh peanut butter, like not Skippy peanut butter, but like super duper fresh, like
the good stuff,
like organic, like peanut,
like Laura Scudder's,
made from like actual peanuts,
and
then buttered. But yeah, it's delicious. First of all, and in case anybody's listening right now, yeah, I'm drinking a stout. It's real. You're not dreaming. It's a real show. I'm drinking a stout. It doesn't happen often, but thought I'd dabble. So without further ado, so this isn't as thick as you would think it would be.
It's not what she said.
Being at 10% adjunct peanut butter, marshmallow, maybe it's just flavoring. I don't know. I didn't brew it. But it does have like a bit of like a medium body.
Okay.
Tons of peanut butter, like loads of peanut butter with a touch of sweetness on the back end, which I would attest to the marshmallow. I'm not a scientist, but that's what I would, my mind goes. Mm-hmm. All in all, this is fantastic. There's no roasty bitterness to the end of this. And I really, really, am not into that. So with this smooth kind of finish, I'm super, super pleased with this. Would drink again. The 415, I would say, is right there. I would say, 415, 42, super solid rating. And I think this is my second Energy Brewing beer. I think I got like a pumpkin pie for a Thanksgiving 3 years ago, and that was really good. But they're really, really known for their adjunct stouts, their overfruited sours or over adjunct sours. And I don't do that a lot, but shit, this fucking tastes delicious. So cheers. Cheers to them.
I've been trying to look up how to pronounce that word.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's just not a real word.
It's like French or something, right?
Yeah, well, it keeps trying to, it's patisserie or whatever with a B as in boy.
Yes.
It keeps trying to autocorrect and change it to P, patisserie. And I'm like, no, it's with a B. And every time I tell it, like, no, only B, it just only finds the beer and nothing else.
Huh. Yeah, because isn't like the patisserie like a pastry like cafe, like a
pastry shop or something?
Yeah, isn't that what that is?
That sounds right. Sure, why not?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know.
Right. Yes, a patisserie, or however it's supposed to be said, a shop where French pastries and cakes are sold. So yes, you are correct on that, but cannot find the B version.
Well, maybe it's a made-up word then.
It must be.
Like it's like a beer cafe?
Maybe.
Where
it looks like it's a whole line because from a few years ago, here's Tavor posting about it.
I did look it up on Untapped, and there's a shit ton of this series. So.
Yeah, it's a chocolate-covered orange from a few years ago. So
it sounds delicious.
Oh, really? It sounds awful to me.
Oh, no. There used to be this candy during Christmas, and it was spherically sold spherically, and then you would unwrap the sphere-shaped candy, and it would be in separate wedges like an orange. Mm-hmm. And then you would unwrap each wedge separately and eat it, and it was fucking delicious. It was like orange flavored chocolate.
Yeah, I'm out. That's a no for me.
It's like the new Coke that came out recently. It was the orange cream Coke.
Oh God,
I haven't bought it, but I really want to try it because I think it would be good.
Sounds horrible.
You know what? Let's try it.
All right, Coke science. sounds like something else.
That sounds like, yeah.
That's a very different show.
Not a Coke show.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to the Craft Beer Room Public. I'm Greg. That's Flex. As show's over.
50-minute show turns into 50 seconds.
Right.
Oh man,
we finished the show like, whew. That was a long one today. What do we got? 2:15.
Oh
okay.
Man, we could record so many shows in one night.
All the shows. Oh, that's so fucking good.
How the fuck did we make out the whole year tonight?
Man, we are on fire. Ready for one more?
Year two.
2027. Here we go. All the beer we drank by the time the show releases is sold out.
Brilliant.
Yeah. We should do that. That'd be a fun thing to do. Hey, let's drink a beer, release it 3 years later and see if it's still relevant. Let's do a little news. This is some breaking news out here. Stone Distributing and Classic Beverage has been acquired by Hand Family Companies. We were just talking about Stone Distribution, I think with Erica a week or two ago.
Yeah, I do remember this vaguely because I don't remember anything.
Right. And, like out here, they distribute, obviously, Stone and whatnot, but they were separate from the sale of Stone. They distribute Integrin, Made West, Tarantula Hill. This is all local
good stuff,
to me.
Right? Good stuff.
Yeah, they seem to pick and choose, and they pick the good stuff to distribute, and also people who can keep up with the demand in their production. And anyway, so they've sold now. They are no longer independent, I guess. They are owned by Hand family companies, whoever the hell that is. Transactions expected to close around 60 days. It goes on and on with details from their press release, but I don't think people really care about that. But yeah, interesting to see what happens. I wonder. I sort of want to talk to like Integrin guys and see like, hey, does this mean anything for you? Are you guys worried or?
Yeah, kind of. I guess that's super weird.
Yeah. So some breaking local news. Breaking news in Colorado. Great Divide just this week, a couple days ago, was acquired by Wilding Brands platform. Great Divide, one of the, forerunners of craft beer. They've been around forever.
Trying to think, maybe I've had one of their beers before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We get a fairly decent core lineup of Great Divide out here in California. And then every time I'm in Denver, I always have them somewhere, if not at the brewery itself. So anyways, they were bought by Wild Brands platform. Great Divide has been acquired by the parent company of Stem Ciders, Denver Beer Co., and several other brands. Great Divide founder Brian Dunn sent a press release that the dedication to evolving the business and passion for Colorado make Wilding and Great Divide a perfect match. I couldn't be happier knowing that Eric, Charlie, and Brad will be carrying the torch forward. The deal for Great Divide includes 6 tap rooms, any future brick and mortar locations, which is weird. It's like, well, yeah, you own the place. Why wouldn't you have rights to the future location?
Right.
Great Divide operates outposts in Denver's Ballpark and River North neighborhoods, in the city's Lakewood, Castle Rock, and Lone Tree suburbs, and Concourse C at Denver International Airport. I've been to 2 of those locations.
Okay.
Wilding's Canworks production facility in Denver Sunnyside neighborhood will assume production of the Great Divide portfolio, but the status of Great Divide's production relationship with Dry Dock Brewing remains unclear. So Great Divide had already started contracting out their beer to Dry Dock, but now that probably won't be the case. I guess we'll find out in the coming days or weeks. So lots of shakeups in the craft world.
Yeah, it's a lot of selling, a lot of buying.
Yeah. Founders, those ass fucks.
Yeah, I still can't drink their beer.
No, because they're assholes and their beer is gross. So it's a win-win for not drinking their beer. They were partially owned by Mahou San Miguel. Anyways, they've completed the rest of their acquisition. They took over a 90% stake in the Michigan Craft in Quotes Brewery, following the 2014 deal for a 30% stake of the business. Mahou USA is the 20th largest beer category vendor in Circana tracked off-premise channels with $14.4 million in sales, holding a 0.25% share of category dollars.
It's a lot of words and a lot of numbers.
A lot of words and numbers. I'm sure somebody out there is like, oh, interesting. And it's not us.
Yeah.
Just not us. Last year, 2023, they produced 408,000, almost 409,000 barrels of beer just at Founders alone. Making a lot of beer.
It's a ton of beer.
Yeah.
People still buying it, I guess.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's not me.
And then continuing on this trend, Anderson Valley Brewery sold to wine industry veteran. Oh, it must be classy.
I don't know. Anderson Valley just sounds like a classy name.
It does, right?
Like, let me just put that out there. So I feel like this purchase only makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of par for the course.
Right. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, clearly. Anderson Valley Brewing Company has changed hands for the second time in a little bit more than 5 years. Wine industry entrepreneur Jason McConnell acquired the Boonville, California-based craft brewery in a deal that closed last Tuesday. Also, Boonville is like the opposite of classy sounding.
It just made me think of like Boone Farms,
right?
Which is like the $2 bottles of wine. So yeah, maybe not as classy as maybe we were letting on.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it kind of evens out. The brewery was listed for sale at $7.9 million in September of 24. However, its sale price was not disclosed. McGee told Brewbound that Jason actually approached me in mid-2024 when he heard the rumor the brewery might be for sale. He had previously had a winery in the area and did a lot of events and hospitality and was interested in the possibilities that the beer park had to offer. He's a local guy and a good fit and is retaining all the staff, which was really important to us. That's nice to hear.
That is nice. There's no reason to fire everybody and get new staff.
Right. They know what's going on, and glad everybody gets to keep their job.
Don't have to train anybody. Training's the worst.
Oh, it's the fucking worst. That's what I hate about bringing new people on. It's like,
oh, it's the pits, man.
I got to pretend to be nice to you now.
That is the worst part.
So
pretending
bad.
to be nice. And then like you have to feel that person out because you're like, all right, like I'm a cool guy with a dark sense of humor.
Right.
And I'm really satirical and sarcastic. Can you handle all of this? And I got to process this within like the first 2 minutes of meeting somebody.
Right. And then throughout like that first day, you're just dropping little nuggets, little breadcrumbs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Trying
It's
to
happening.
see, does he look offended? Not yet. All right. One further. Does he look offended?
And then you can figure out whether or not they're going to be like, okay.
Right. You going to fit in around here?
Right. Yeah. And there may be potential if they are okay, but it only takes about 2 to 3 minutes to figure that out.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I hired a lot of people in my day, and you can tell pretty quick.
Worked with a lot of people in my day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Scott for sending this one over.
Thank you, Scott.
Corona has opened a private island in the Caribbean that offers unlimited free beer. Unfortunately, all that free beer is Corona. There's a tropical island off the coast of Colombia called Corona Island, and it just opened to the public. And the one and only thing you need to know, staying there comes with unlimited Corona beer. I'm out. Corona Island is about 12 miles southwest of Cartagena.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's exactly right.
You've heard that one, right?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah. And is a part of the Rosario Islands, basically the Maldives of Colombia. But if the Maldives had an insane amount of cold beer.
Does that mean they're cheap?
No, we'll get to that.
Oh, damn. Colombia sounds like a
bungalows-
cheap place.
Well, Colombia, yes.
Well, it's the Maldives of Colombia. It's got to be
Right.
cheap, right?
Well, here you go. The bungalows will run you $658 a night,
It's a lot.
and the all-inclusive day passes are $163. That's
Does it
free
look
beer.
nice?
Well, I mean, it looked very tropical. It was a very small island in the middle of the Bahamas.
Because I tell you what here. So what was it? You said 600 a night and 100
$658 a night, $163 a day.
So we're talking $800 a night.
Well, I think the 163 is if you're not staying the night. Like if you want to just come to the island and have all you can drink and then go home at sunset. I think that's what the 163 is. Which I'm like, for $163, I could do a lot of damage. I don't think you know how much I can drink, especially fucking 4.5% Corona.
Right.
But also, I'm going to pass on the Corona.
Well, here's what I don't know. I'm just trying to think in like a general vacation spot. Like, I mean, in a vacation mindset. I just went to Chicago. I also left that out. Went to Chicago for a day. Lakers were in town playing the Bulls.
Oh, nice.
There's a huge crowd of people out the street down from our hotel at the other hotel. They're waiting for all the Lakers to come out, and I saw LeBron. Not a big deal. But
did you get his autograph?
So we were at no, he didn't even look at the crowd. I thought it was kind of rude. He just kept his head down and got on the bus. Douche. So anyways, later that night, we're back in our hotel room, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna Google that hotel. Like, it's got to be a really nice hotel if this is where like the teams stay. So I did, and it was $1,300 a night for just like a regular room, whatever like their standard room was, suite, whatever you want to call it. So I would 100% pay this money to go to the Maldives of Colombia. I'm just going to say that on a vacation.
You just like saying the Maldives of Colombia.
I don't even say it right.
I will say, so there was one person's review on this article. It says, for someone who apparently just stayed there, commenting with his 5-star review, I was on the first overnight trip there. We stayed a week. I drank 155 Coronas. It was magical.
I don't like the beer, but I respect this comment so much.
Right. I respect the game.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it makes me wish I sort of liked Coronas. I just never, ever have.
It's
pre-snobbery. I never liked them.
I'm telling you, I don't understand why people like it. If you're going to drink like a Mexican import, Pacifico, Modelo.
Yeah, Dos Equis.
Dos Equis, even. Like, I'll fucking drink that.
Yeah, over Corona, absolutely.
And for people who order it because they like it is fucking astounding.
Lose my number.
Like, it has to be based off of like their marketing in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Must be some big Tony Romo fans.
You know, and then, like the Tony Romo era, that was a couple of years ago. And, man, Snoop Dogg, I think, was in some Corona commercials. And I'm
was
sure
it Snoop and Martha or something?
No, I think it was Snoop.
Oh, it was just Snoop.
And, it was a comedian.
Oh, it was Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, those are good commercials. Still don't want to drink the beer.
Right. Because it's terrible beer.
It's in fact, it's so bad that back in the day when my grandma was still around, her husband preferred Corona, and she would call it piss water.
What a lovely lady.
Yeah, it was great. My grandma, who didn't even really drink, was like, "Oh, you want another piss water? Let me get you one."
If she was still alive, I'd marry her. I just want you to know that.
Well, I appreciate that. Be weird having a crush on my step grandpa, though.
Well, you know,
we'll figure it out.
It's 2025, Greg.
Nobody can judge. Nobody can judge. Let's end it on this one. Take a trip to Florida.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Miami woman. Oh, by the way, this is from Vanessa.
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Yeah, thanks for sending this in. She doesn't think we have enough Florida stories, so she started sending them to me straight from the source.
Or she just knows that we're going to put one on, so she's like, well, it might as well be for me.
Right, might as well filter it through. Miami woman steals police car after a night of drinks with an off-duty officer.
With an off-duty... Wait. She steals a cop car with an off-duty officer.
From an off-duty officer.
Oh, why does an off-duty officer have a squad?
Let's see if we find out.
All right.
A Miami woman is facing multiple felony charges after allegedly breaking into an off-duty police officer's apartment, stealing his unmarked patrol vehicle, and striking him with a phone, according to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. Andrea Marie Asaf, 27, was arrested early Monday morning at her residence at the Palmer Apartments in Dadeland, where she also works as a leasing agent. Authorities said that Asaf entered the apartment of a City of Miami police officer without permission and took the keys to his official vehicle, which she later drove and photographed herself operating.
That's wild. Why would you do that?
Because people are dumb. The incident began on the evening of Sunday, March 30th, when she and the victim, an off-duty officer who resides in the same building, went out for drinks. After being dropped off at the complex, Asaf allegedly used her leasing agent-issued key fob to enter the officer's apartment without consent. Once inside, Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, MDSO said she took the keys to the officer's unmarked city vehicle and drove it along Southwest 72nd Avenue, sending the officer a photo of herself behind the wheel.
Jesus.
He texted her back not to drive the vehicle. Asaf later returned it to the parking garage. When the officer went to her apartment to retrieve the keys, Asaf allegedly threw the keys to the floor and hurled her phone at him, striking the back of his head and causing a small laceration. Dang. How hard do you have to throw a phone to cause a small laceration?
I'm assuming semi-hard.
I mean, like pretty hard. I've thrown phones before.
Well, I think the most important factor is you have to throw it the right way. Like you're skipping a rock.
Like Ninja Star.
Right. Well, I would say skipping a rock over a Ninja Star.
I mean, either way, you're getting hit by the side of it.
That's accurate.
And I'm thinking there was no case, because a case would really soften that hard edge of a phone.
Unless it had a case, but part of the case was broken and there was like an edge sticking out.
Yep. Could be.
Because that's my phone.
You need a new case, sir.
It's just the bottom of it. It's fine.
All right. The officer told investigators he did not authorize her to enter his apartment or use the vehicle. No shit. Asaf was arrested and charged with burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft of a vehicle, and battery on a law enforcement officer.
Jeez. He was off duty, though. It shouldn't count.
How much you want to bet they hooked up and, he didn't end it right, and so she was getting back at him?
You think that's what it was?
I don't know. It just seems like a lot for someone who isn't pissed off.
I don't know. It just sounds like I would just say kind of like a toxic relationship. as the kids call it.
Sure, it just sounds a little scorned lovery.
But I feel like his response of "Don't drive that" was like a little low key. You know?
Yeah, no shit. Don't drive it.
Right.
Huh?
It's more of just like a one and done kind of thing, and like she's been at his house multiple times.
Clearly. Yeah.
So this is like a weird on again, off again.
Yeah, she knew where those keys were.
Yeah. And now he said, "Nuh-uh, you get in charge, girl."
Yeah, nuh-uh. It was cute before. Not this time. I don't think this is the first time she's driven it. I don't think it's the first time they've hung out.
That actually crossed my mind, but this is not the first time she drove it.
Yeah. They're hooking up. She does this on the regular, but
They've
usually
probably
it's not a
done
problem.
it in the car.
Oh, absolutely.
Guaranteed.
With the sirens on.
Probably not, because you don't want to draw attention.
Depends what you're into.
I can't argue that.
Miss Asaf, please let us know. We'd love to know the outcome of this. Anyways, I think that's it for us. It's time to wrap things up. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at Flex.
Call to the pen.
At Call to the Pen. At Flex Me Beer _ in between. All that good shit. 805-538-BEER. Leave us. We love voicemails. Thanks, Brian, for calling in. That was
really,
fantastic.
it just makes us happy that people are listening.
It is nice to know that people actually listen besides me editing. That's not the only listen. So let us know that you're listening. All that good shit. Hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.